Hey everybody, I'm Randy Mann, and this is How Do You Hot Rod. Scott, Cody, thank you guys for coming out today. So what do we have here?
This is our Ford Mustang 2014 3.7 liter V6 automatic premium package.
Okay, now why is this a hot rod for you?
Well, you know, typical definition of a hot rod is an old school, you know, back when my parents were young, they'd get an old car and they'd soup it up. To me, this is our hot rod, our version of a hot rod that both my son Cody and I can build together. Yes, they are a dime a dozen that everybody can get a hold of, but we can make it ours, and that's how we hot rod together, by building it the way that we want it, unlike anybody else's.
Nice. Now, Cody, what have you guys already done to this?
We have gotten some body modifications. We got the wheels anodized. We have a new trunk lid. Did recently an antenna delete.
Okay. Kind of smooths it out a little bit.
Yep.
Nice.
We like the smooth lines, nothing protruding out of where it doesn't belong.
Nice.
We also have done, one thing Cody didn't say, is we've done the iBox Sportline lowering spring. So we've lowered it by 2 inches also.
I did notice it was a little lower.
Yep.
Very nice. Have you done anything under the hood yet?
Not yet, we haven't.
Okay, and plans?
Either a 5.0 Coyote engine swap or a 1987 Boss 302 engine swap.
Completely stock, right?
No, not yet.
No.
No, and it's not the 87, it's the 68.
Oh, 68.
It's 68 Boss 302.
Okay.
Mechanical engine versus computerized. Right.
All right.
Keep the modern body style, old school muscle, whereas everybody's doing old school body with new muscle.
Okay. Now, how long have you guys had this?
We've had it now for right around about a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, have you done all the things that are modified on it, or were there some already done before you bought it?
Nope. Cody and I have done it all ourselves. It came stock, not bare bones because it is the premium package, but everything that we have done to it, we've done ourselves.
Okay. Now, when you reference the premium package on the inside, what does that entail?
Leather interior, the shaker radio system. It's not stock. It's the next step above.
Okay. Do they have a subwoofer in there or something?
Some of them do come with it, but this one did not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, have you guys changed any of the radio system yet?
Nope,
Or
not
plan
at this point. But we've kicked around the idea of possibly going with navigation system, backup camera, kind of doing all that kind of stuff. But that can get into a little bit of spending prices.
All right. Now, earlier when we were talking, you mentioned something about an underbody kit, possibly.
We talk extensively about what we would like to do with it.
Okay.
We've talked about underglow. Our colors are obviously black with red accents. So if we do anything like that, it would be a red underglow.
Okay.
We've talked about doing what they call the demon eye in the headlight. So as we're sitting somewhere at a car meet or a car show, we can have just a red glowing eye along with the red accents and everything else.
That's definitely something different.
Yeah.
You don't see that often.
Not very often.
All right. And then as far as exhaust, have you guys had any changes there?
We did do one of my neighbors across the street gifted us a Flowmaster Axleback exhaust system. It came off the 2018 Ford Mustang S550 model, and it was sitting around in his garage, and he's like, here, I'll just give it to you. So we took the stock ones off, put the Flowmasters on. It definitely increased the sound, not just on the outside, but also the drone on the inside. So I mean, it's a great car. We love it. We get good looks from it. Obviously, it's not a V8 like some of the other big boys have, but you know what? It's ours.
Now, one other thing you were talking about, and we have talked about this in the past, you were talking about these wheels. Now, what's special about them?
Well, the thing that's special about them for us is that they are actually factory Ford rims.
Okay.
Typically, they come with a silver or a gray finish with a little bit of black in there.
Okay.
We actually took them to the Wheelman in Spokane, and they powder coated them black, and they look aftermarket.
Very nice.
So we saved ourselves about $1,000 to $1,200 by just taking stock rims and powder coating them. So we did it on a complete budget at that point where it saved us money.
Scott, Cody, let's see what we got going on under the hood here. Looks pretty stock so far.
Yeah, it is. It's completely bare bones stock, nothing done to it as of yet. But that doesn't mean that we don't have plans for what we would like to do under the hood.
Okay.
We've talked about pro-charging it with
Doing the 5.0 engine. Like what Dad was saying, doing the Pro Charger.
Okay.
possibly cold air return, throttle body upgrade. There's just little minor things that we're looking at just to increase just a few more horses here and there.
Okay. Now, we got a couple bottles here.
These are one of our two sponsors. We've got I can't even really tell you what the name is other than it is V-Bash Premium Auto Care. We approached them online and asked for sponsorships. I mean, it's a personal build. We're not racing it. We want to make it look good, so if we want to go to a car show, a car meet, or just everyday driving, we want it to look good. So we approached them and they said, hey, by the way, we would love to. So they sent us a couple of bottles to try it out. So we're plugging, we'll advertise for whoever wants to help us out.
How have you liked it so far?
Well, believe it or not, it's a brand new bottle, and I used it on the entire car, and it's still brand new. I mean, there's literally, we hardly used any at all.
Wow.
For the entire car. It's just a spray on, wipe off, walk away. This other one is the interior detail. It goes a long way.
All right. Well, hey, speaking of interior, how about we go see what's inside the car?
Absolutely.
So, on the inside here, what do we have going on?
Right now, it's just a stock premium package, but have plans for doing a carbon fiber overlay. So all of this brushed aluminum will be covered over with a carbon fiber overlay. All the interior, the center console area will be carbon fiber overlay, and then also this center area as well. And also here in the steering wheel will also be all matching carbon fiber overlay. It's not going to be the true carbon fiber. We're trying to do this on a budget. So the tint we already had done. It was not tinted when we got it, but we had Alco, A-L-K-O tint shop in Spokane. He did it. Did a fantastic job. His name is Alex.
Now, guys, on the quarter windows back there, I saw that there was an Instagram tag. What can you tell me about that?
That is our joint Instagram tag, rebel_197. We post any and all mods that we do on this car on that page, and it's also where we show off our sponsors and our car club that we're a part of, which is Spent Dreams out of Texas.
All right. Now, are you guys the only ones up here in Washington? You said down in Texas, so
I believe we are the only ones as of right now in Washington, and I know of one other guy that is in the Portland, Oregon area. So majority of the club is down in Texas, and they do a lot of stuff east, but there's not a lot on the west. But we're hoping to change that.
Cody, are you hoping to possibly get this car one day?
Yes, I really want it.
So you want it done a certain way, I'm guessing.
Pretty much. Yeah.
There's a lot of mods that we do to this that are Cody inspired. I'm hoping to be able to pass it down to him at some point so that I can get what I want, which is another Mustang, but an older body style.
All right. Now, one question I got to ask. Is Mom on board with this?
You know what? She actually is. Granted, Cody's not driving yet, but he's getting ready to do driver's ed. But Mama says that first car is not a Mustang, but he will end up with it. Yes, Mom is on board. And the cool thing about this whole deal is that it's not just me and Cody. It's me and Cody doing the majority of the work. But Lexi, the daughter, she does a lot of photography of the car, which is awesome. She's doing a great job. And Mom loves to watch the rest of us enjoy it and have fun doing it. So, in a roundabout way, she's on board as long as we don't spend all the money.
Appreciate you guys coming out today. Scott, Cody, thank you very much.
Absolutely, thank you.
I had a blast. I hope to see this thing in the street some more.
Absolutely.